Good morning, students. Welcome to the chemistry class. Today is the sixth day of our chapter Hydrogen. The objectives of today's topic are physical properties of hydrogen, chemical properties of hydrogen, uses of hydrogen, oxidation and reduction reactions. Let's start with physical properties. Nature. Hydrogen is colorless, tasteless and odorless gas. Talking about solubility, it is insoluble in water and is neutral to litmus. Density. Hydrogen is the lightest of all gases and hence it diffuses rapidly. Liquefaction. It can be liquefied by applying high pressure of 20 atmospheres and at a temperature of minus 240 degrees Celsius. Let's study about chemical properties. The first property is combustibility. Hydrogen is a combustible gas which burns with a pale blue flame. Hydrogen burns in atmospheric oxygen with a pop sound to produce water. Next property is reaction of hydrogen with nonmetals. Hydrogen reacts with chlorine and bromine in the presence of sunlight to produce hydrogen chloride and hydrogen bromide respectively. Hydrogen gas, when passed through molten sulfur at a temperature 1300 degrees Celsius, produces hydrogen sulfide gas. Hydrogen combines with nitrogen in the presence of finely divided iron and little of molybdenum to form ammonia gas. This process is known as Haber's process. Reaction of hydrogen with metals. Hydrogen reacts with alkali metals to produce metallic hydrides. The hydrides thus formed further react with water to form hydrogen gas. Reaction of hydrogen with metal oxides. Hydrogen acts as a strong reducing agent when the gas is passed over heated oxides of metals like lead, iron and copper. The metallic oxides are reduced to their respective metals. For example, when hydrogen sulfide reacts with chlorine, then sulfur and hydrogen chloride are formed. In this reaction, hydrogen sulfide is changing into sulfur. That is, hydrogen is being removed from hydrogen sulfide. Now, by the definition of oxidation, we can say that hydrogen sulfide is being oxidized to sulfur. Also, in this reaction, chlorine is changing into hydrogen chloride. That is, hydrogen is being added to chlorine. Now, by the definition of reduction, we can say that chlorine is being reduced to hydrogen chloride. Next reaction is formation of methanol. Hydrogen gas, when passed over water gas at 350 degrees Celsius and a pressure of 200 atmosphere, gives methyl alcohol. Hydrogenation. The process of conversion of unsaturated hydrocarbon to saturated hydrocarbon by addition of hydrogen is called hydrogenation. For example, in this reaction, when hydrogen is added to ethane gas in the presence of nickel at a temperature of 300 degrees Celsius, ethene is formed, and on further reaction, ethene is converted to ethane. Hardening of vegetable oil. Hydrogen gas, when passed through vegetable oil in the presence of finely divided nickel to form vegetable ghee, this process is known as hardening of vegetable oil or hydrogenation. Let's study about uses of hydrogen. Oxyhydrogen flame. When a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen is burnt, very high temperature is produced, which is used for cutting and welding of metals. As fuel, a mixture of liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen is used as a rocket fuel. Hydrogen is also used in the synthesis of compounds like ammonia, which is further used in the manufacture of fertilizers, explosives, and as refrigerant. Hydrogen is also used for hydrogenation of oil. In this, on addition of hydrogen, Vegetable oil gets converted into vanaspati ghee. Hydrogen is also used in the synthesis of synthetic petrol. Oxidation. The addition of oxygen to a substance or removal of hydrogen from a substance is called oxidation. For example, in this reaction, magnesium is converted into magnesium oxide by addition of oxygen, so it is an oxidation reaction. Similarly, in this reaction, ammonia is converted into nitrogen by the removal of hydrogen, so this is also an oxidation reaction. Reduction. The process of addition of hydrogen to a substance or removal of oxygen from a substance is called reduction reaction. For example, in this reaction, sodium is converted to sodium hydride by addition of hydrogen, so this is a reduction reaction. Similarly, in this reaction, mercuric oxide is converted into mercury by removal of oxygen, so this is also a reduction reaction. Let's study about oxidizing agent. The substance which gives oxygen for oxidation is called oxidizing agent, or we can say the substance which removes hydrogen is called oxidizing agent. Opposite of it, there is reducing agent. The substance which gives hydrogen for reduction is called reducing agent, or the substance which removes oxygen is called reducing agent. For example, in this reaction, copper oxide is converted into copper by removal of oxygen, so this is a reduction reaction. On the other hand, hydrogen is converted into water by addition of oxygen, so this is an oxidation reaction. In this reaction, oxidation and reduction are taking place simultaneously, so this is a redox reaction. This is all about today's lecture. Thank you, students.